Hi friends, let me tell you about academic reading. In academic reading, texts are taken from books, journals, magazines and newspapers and have been written for a non-specialist audience. All the topics are of general interest. They deal with issues that are interesting, recognizably, appropriate and accessible to test takers entering undergraduate or postgraduate courses or seeking professional registration. The passage may be written in a variety of styles, for example, narrative, descriptive or discursive, argumentative. At least one text contains detailed logical arguments. Text may contain non-verbal material such as diagrams, graphs, illustrations. If text contains technical terms, a simple glossary is provided. In this video, I will tell you about a variety of question types. They are multiple choice questions, identifying the writer's view or claims, matching headings, matching sentence endings, summary completion, table completion, diagram label completion, identifying information, matching features, sentence completion, identifying information, note completion, flow chart completion, short answer questions. Let me tell you in detail about each. Let us start with multiple choice questions. Test takers are required to choose the best answer from 4 alternatives A, B, C or D, or the best 2 answers from the 5 alternatives A, B, C, D or E, or the best 3 answers from the 7 alternatives A, B, C, D, E, F and G. The questions may involve completing a sentence where they are given the first part of a sentence and are then required to choose the best way to complete it from the options. Or it could involve complete questions with the test takers choosing the option which best answers them. The second type is test takers will be given a number of statements and ask, do the following statements agree with the information in the text? They are then required to write true, false or not given in the boxes on their answer sheet. It is important to understand the differences between false and not given. False means that the passage states the opposite of the statement in the question. Not given means that the statement is neither confirmed nor in the passage. Students need to understand that any prior knowledge that they have on the topic given should not influence their answers. Identifying writer's view claims, or it could be yes, no, not given. Test takers will be given a number of statements and ask, do the following statements agree with the view or claim of the writer? They are required to write yes, no or not given in the boxes on their answer sheet. It is important to understand the difference between no and not given. No means that the views or claims of the writer explicitly disagree with the statement or contradict it. Not given means that the view or claim is neither confirmed nor that information is provided in the passage. Students need to understand that any prior knowledge they bring with them from outside the passage should not play a part when deciding on their answers. The next one, matching headings. Test takers are given a list of headings, usually identified with the lowercase Roman numerals like 1, 2, 3 and so on. The heading will refer to the main idea of the paragraph or the section of the text. Test takers must match the heading to the correct paragraph or sections which are marked alphabetically. Test takers write the appropriate Roman numerals in the boxes in their answer sheets. There will always be more headings than there are paragraphs or sections, so that some headings will not be used. It is also possible that some paragraphs or sections may not be included in the task. One or more paragraphs or section may already be matched with the heading as an example for test takers. This task type is used with texts and contain paragraphs or sections with clearly defined themes. Matching information. Test takers are required to locate specific information within the lettered paragraph or section of a text and to write the letters of the correct paragraph or section in the boxes on their answer sheet. They may be asked to find specific detail, an example, a reason, a description, a comparison, a summary or an explanation. They will not necessarily need to find the information in every section of the text, but there may be more than one piece of information that test takers need to locate in a given paragraph or section. When this is the case, they may be told that they can use any letter more than once or this information may not be given. Matching headings versus matching information. Matching heading tests the test taker's ability to recognize the main idea or a theme in the paragraph or section of a text and to distinguish the main idea from the supporting ones. Unlike matching headings, matching information is concerned with specific information rather than the main idea. Now let us look at matching features. Test takers are required to match a set of statements or pieces of information to a list of options. The options are a group of features from the text and are identified by letters. Test takers may, for example, be required to match different research findings to a list of researchers or characteristics of age groups, events, to historical periods and so on. It is possible that some options will not be used and that others may be used more than once. The instructions will clearly state if the options may be used more than once. Matching sentence endings. Test takers are given the first half of a sentence based on the text and asked to choose the best way to complete it from the list of possible options. They will have more options to choose from and lesser questions in comparison. Test takers must write the letter they have chosen on the answer sheet. The questions are in the same order as the information in the passage. That is, the answer to the first question in this group will be found before the answer to the second question and so on. The next one is sentence completion or short answer questions. Test takers need to complete sentences or answer questions to a given number of words taken from the text. The instructions will make it clear how many words or numbers make up the answer. Example, no more than 3 words and or a number from the passage, or it could be one word only or no more than 2 words. If the test takers write more than the number of words asked for, they will lose the mark. Numbers can be written using figures or words. Contracted words are not allowed and will not be marked. Hyphenated words are counted as a single word. The questions are in the same order as the information in the passage. That is, the answer to the first question in this group will be found before the answer to the second question, and so on. Now let us look at summary, note, table, flowchart completion. Test takers are given a summary of a section of the text and are required to complete it with information drawn from the text. The summary will always be of only one part of the passage rather than the whole. The given information may be in the form of several connected sentences of text referred to as a summary, several notes referred to as notes, a table with some of its cells empty or partially empty referred to as a table, a series of boxes or steps linked by arrows to show a sequence of events with some of the boxes or steps empty or partially empty referred to as flowchart. The answers will not necessarily occur in the same order as in the text. However, they will usually come from one section rather than the entire text. There are two variations of this task type. Test takers may be asked either to select words from the text or to select from a list of answers. Numbers can be written using figures or words. Contracted words are not to be used. Hyphenated words count as a single word. When a list of answers is provided, they most frequently consist of a single word. As this task type often relates to the precise factual information, it is often used with descriptive texts. In the variations involving a summary or notes, test takers need to be aware of the type of parts of speech, words that will fit into the given gap. For example, whether a noun is needed or a verb is needed, and so on. The next one is diagram and label completion. Test takers are required to complete labels on a diagram, which relates to a description contained in the text. The answers do not necessarily occur in order in the passage. However, they will usually come from one section rather than the entire text. The diagram may be of some type of machine or of parts of building or any other element that can be represented pictorially. This task type is often used with text describing process or with descriptive texts. Thank you.